We good? I think so. All right. Hopefully, everyone's having a nice Wednesday. Once again, good, great weather. Turn my mic down a bit. There you go. So today we're gonna be talking World Series, the MLB World Series. We're gonna talk NBA, NHL, and we're gonna do an NHL tier list or slash power rankings. So yeah, get right into it. So in terms of the World Series game yesterday, Game 4, Blue Jays beating the Dodgers 6-2. Yeah, see, Vladimir Guerrero Jr. hit a 2-run home run. Yeah, Dodgers got out to a 1-0 lead, and then Blue Jays scored 6 straight. Vladimir Guerrero Jr. went 2 for 4. Yeah, Shane Bieber pitched a nice game. Ohtani pitched all right. But yeah, now the series is tied 2-2. Game 5 tonight in LA. So now it's pretty much a best out of 3 at this point. Yeah. So now on to the NBA games. There were 5 NBA games yesterday. First game was the 76ers making a comeback win over the Washington Wizards, 139-134. For the Sixers, Tyrese Maxey once again putting up 40 points. Yeah, we did a 10 assists, double-double. Joel Embiid with 25 points, as well as Quentin Grimes with 23. Kelly Oubre Jr. with 17 points, 11 rebounds. VJ Edgecombe with 14 points. Then for the Wizards, Alex Sarr with 31 points and 11 rebounds. Chris Middleton with 13 points, 10 rebounds. Keyshawn George with 20 points, 9 rebounds, 7 assists. Marvin Bagley with 14. Corey Kispert with 13. Yeah, impressive win for the Sixers. They're still one of the few undefeated teams in the NBA. Now on to the next game. The Miami Heat beating the Charlotte Hornets 144-117. For the Hornets, LaMelo Ball with 20 points, 9 assists, 8 rebounds. Colin Knueppel with 19 points. Miles Bridges with 17, as well as Colin Sexton with 18. And for the Miami Heat, Jamie Jaquez with 28 points. Bam Adebayo with 21. Had 26, I meant to say. Andrew Wiggins with 21 points. Pele Larson with 17. Kelly Oubre with 14. Yeah, another blowout win for the Heat. Next up, we got the Milwaukee Bucks beating the New York Knicks 121-111. For the Knicks, obviously, Jalen Brunson, 36 points. Miles Bridges with 24 points, 11 rebounds. Karl-Anthony Towns only 8 points, shooting 2 for 12, but he does got 12 rebounds. Landry Shamet with 16. And for the Bucks, obviously Giannis once again, 37 points. Ryan Rollins with 25 points. Gary Trent Jr. with 11. And yeah, another win for the Bucks. Next up, we got the Oklahoma City Thunder beating the Sacramento Kings 107-101. Then for the Kings, Zach LaVine with 23 points. DeMar DeRozan with 19. DeMontis Sabonis with double-double, 10 points, 18 rebounds. Russell Westbrook with 16. Keon Ellis with 12. Then for the Thunder, obviously SGA with 31 points, 9 rebounds. Aaron Wiggins with 18 points, as well as Lou Dort with 13. AJ Mitchell with 18. Harnstead with 14 rebounds. Yeah, Thunder also one of the few undefeated teams left as well, 5-0. The last game, a low-scoring game, but as the Golden State Warriors beat the Los Angeles Clippers 98-79. So neither team getting 100 points. For the Clippers, James Harden with 20 points, Kawhi Leonard with 18, and Zubac 14 points, 12 rebounds. No one else did anything. 79 points is bad. For the Warriors, Jimmy Butler with 21 points, Steph Curry with 19 points, Quentin Post with 12, Brandon Podziemski with 12 as well. Yeah, and Warriors all 4-1. They're looking good as well. For tonight's games, we got the NBA games. We got the Rockets and Raptors. You got the Magic and the Pistons. And yeah, my Pistons. Got the Cavaliers and the Celtics. And the Hawks and the Nets. Bulls and Kings and the Bulls. Pacers and Mavericks. Trailblazers and Jazz. Pelicans, Nuggets. Lakers, Timberwolves. And then Grizzlies and Suns. On to NHL. Where we got 16 games to go over. So first game, the Toronto Maple Leafs beating the Calgary Flames 4-3. For the Flames, Morgan Frost, Samuel Honzek, and Joel Farabee with goals for Calgary. And then for the Maple Leafs, Max Domi and Matthew Knies with 2 goals each. Max Domi getting a goal with around a minute left. Yeah, it continues to be a struggle for the Flames. Maple Leafs to get a good win there. Next up, we got the Philadelphia Flyers beating the Pittsburgh Penguins 3-2. Sidney Crosby obviously scoring a goal. Justin Brazeau as well. And for the Flyers, Bobby Brink, Travis Konechny scoring the 2 goals. And then, it's pretty much, it was a shootout win for the Flyers once again. Flyers look like a really good team at home this year. Next up, we got the Vegas Golden Knights beating the Carolina Hurricanes 6-3. See, for the Golden Knights, Jack Eichel with 2 goals and 1 assist. Mitch Marner with 2 assists. Ivan Barbashev with 2 assists as well. Pavel Dorofeyev with 2 goals. And for the Hurricanes, Svechnikov getting his first point on the season, first goal as well. Jordan Martinook, Logan Stankoven. Yeah, that's another big win for the Golden Knights. They've beaten the Hurricanes twice this season. That's going to be very important. Next up, we got the Columbus Blue Jackets beating the Buffalo Sabres 4-3 in overtime. For the Blue Jackets, 2 goals for Miles Wood. Yegor Chinakhov with a goal and assist. Zach Werenski with a goal and assist as well. Then for the Sabres, Alex Tuch with 2 assists. Ryan McLeod, Josh Doan with the goals. Yeah, Miles Wood with the game-winning goal in that game. Next up, we got the Anaheim Ducks beating the Florida Panthers in a shootout 3-2. For the Ducks, Cutter Gauthier with a goal. Leo Carlson with a goal and assist as well. Then for the Panthers, Sam Reinhart with a goal. Anton Lundell. Yeah, big win for the Ducks on the road against back-to-back Stanley Cup champions despite injuries. Oh yeah, also we also got to talk about MLS as well. Forgot about that. We'll talk about that after we go over the NHL games. Next thing we got is the Boston Bruins beating the New York Islanders 5-2. With the Islanders, Bo Horvat with a goal and assist. Kyle Palmieri with a goal. For the Bruins, Elias Lindholm with a goal and assist. Michael Eyssimont with a goal and assist, as well as David Pastrnak goal and assist. Yeah, again, I know the Bruins haven't been the best, but yeah, very convincing win there. Next up for it's the Lightning beat the Nashville Predators 5-2. Let's see, for the Lightning, Pontus Holmberg with 2 assists. Brent Hagel with the goal and assist as well. Nikita Kucherov goal and assist. Anthony Cirelli 2 assists. Zemgus Girgensons with 2 goals. And for the Nashville Predators, Philip Forsberg, Luke Evangelista goal and assist. Eric Holla 2 assists. Yeah, Lightning on a little bit of a win streak there. Seems like they're getting back on. Seems like they're getting on track. Next up, we got the Winnipeg Jets beating the Minnesota Wild 4-3. See for the Jets, Vladislav Nemtsakov with a goal. Mark Scheifele 2 assists. Niederreiter Kyle Connor and Velarde with all goals as well. Logan Stanley 2 assists. Then for the Wild, Marcus Johansson with a goal. Kirill Kaprizov with a goal as well. Marco Rossi with 2 assists. Brock Faber, goal and assist. Yeah, another win for the Jets there. They're also on a roll. Then we got my Detroit Red Wings beating the St. Louis Blues 5-2. See, for the Red Wings, Dylan Larkin obviously continued his big start to the season. 2 goals, 1 assist. Alex DeBrincat, goal and assist. Lucas Raymond with 2 assists. Elmer Soderblom with another goal. Ben Sherratt with a goal. And for the Blues, Nathan Walker, Jordan Kyrou with the only one with goals. Yeah, I'm loving the start for the Red Wings. It's great to. It's been awesome to watch. Next up, we got the Dallas Stars being the Washington Capitals in a low-scoring game, 1-0. The only goal being from Tyler Seguin for Dallas. I'm really not really much to talk about. That's the only goal in that game. Next up, we got the Chicago Blackhawks beating the Ottawa Senators 7-3. See, for Ottawa, Tim Stützle with a goal and assist. Drake Batherson, 2 assists. Jake Sanderson with a goal as well. Yeah, Allmark just didn't have that good of a game. Then for the Blackhawks, Andre Burakovsky with 2 assists. Connor Bedard with a huge game with a hat trick and 1 assist. Nick Foligno with 2 assists. Frank Nazar with a goal and assist as well. Luis Craver, goal and assist. Yeah, Blackhawks, they continue their impressive starts to the season, surprisingly. Thought they were going to be one of the worst teams in the NHL, but they've looked great. Next up, we got the Colorado Avalanche beating the New Jersey Devils in a high-scoring game, 8-4. It was 6-4 after 2 periods. See, for New Jersey, Jack Hughes obviously goal and assist. Delson Mercer, Stefan Nason with goals as well as Dougie Hamilton. And for the Avalanche, Victor Olofsson with a hat trick and 2 assists, 5 points there. Nathan McKinnon with 2 goals and assist. 4 assists from Cale Makar. Just dishing out assists left and right in this game. Yeah, Avalanche. A huge win for Avalanche against the Devils team, who's had one of the best starts this season in the NHL. Next up, we got the Edmonton Oilers being the Utah Mammoth 6-3. See, for the Mammoth, Logan Cooley, who just signed an extension today with a goal. JJ Peterka goal, Bear Hayton also. And then for the Oilers, Connor McDavid obviously with 2 goals, Adam Henrique with 2 assists, Leon Draisaitl with another goal and with the assist as well, Jake Wallman 2 assists, Evan Bouchard with 3 assists. Yeah, very much needed win for the Oilers there. And yeah, once again against a team that's been unbelievable to start the season. Next up, we got the New York Rangers being the Vancouver Canucks 2-0 in a shutout win. Mika Zibanejad and Sam Carrick with the 2 goals. Adam Fox with 2 assists. Yes, a little surprise win there for the Rangers. Then next up, we got the Montreal Canadiens in overtime being the Seattle Kraken 4-3. For the Canadiens, obviously Cole Caulfield with the game-winning goal, 2 goals and 1 assist. Continues his hot start as well. Jaroslav Slafkovsky with a goal. Nick Suzuki with 3 assists. Noah Dobson with 2 assists as well. And for the Kraken, Shane Wright with the goal. Brandon Montour 2 goals and 1 assist. And yeah, the Canadiens also just continuing great form. The last game of yesterday, we have the Los Angeles Kings beating the San Jose Sharks 4-3. See, for the Kings, Corey Perry with a goal and assist. Brandon Clark with a goal and assist. Joel Edmondson with 2 assists. Yeah, Drew Doughty also getting a goal. And for the San Jose Sharks, Philip Kurashev with a goal and assist. Alex Wenberg with the goal and assist. Celebrating with assist. Yeah, another. Another. Why can't I think? Yeah, it's just Sharks just blowing another game. Actually, they didn't really blow this game. It's just another close loss for them. So in terms of NHL today, only one game tonight: Maple Leafs and Blue Jackets. It's the only game on tonight. And in terms of MLS playoffs, obviously only one game yesterday. NYCFC being Charlotte FC 1-0. I think they're the first away team to win a game in the playoffs. So yeah, big win for them. Alrighty, now on to the NHL Power Rankings. One more. There you go. Our first team we got is the New York Rangers. Let's see. Yeah, so they lost to the Sharks in overtime. They got obliterated by the Flames, and then they obviously beat the Canucks yesterday. The Rangers, they really have not had that good of a season so far. I probably would have to put them D tier. I think they're close. They're close to F tier, but I think there's probably been. I don't know. Actually, I'm really considering because they did get absolutely obliterated by the Flames. I'm considering it. You know what? Nah, I'm putting them in F tier. But they're like a high F tier though. Actually, it's really tough though. Like if there was a tier between D and F tier, nah, I think they're D tier. Never mind. I keep switching, but I think I'm sticking with D tier. But they definitely have a strong argument for F tier. Because they have not had that good. They have had a really poor start to the season. All right, next up we got is the Ottawa Senators, who beat the Flyers. They did destroy the Capitals. They also destroyed the Bruins, but then obviously got destroyed themselves by the Chicago Blackhawks. Senators, I mean, they've had a nice streak of games here. I'd probably put them C tier, or do I put them B tier? I'll probably say C tier. I'll put them right at C tier. They're close to B tier, but I think comfortably I'll put them. I think C tier makes sense. Next up we got is the Carolina Hurricanes. Just ignore my dogs. Next up we got is the Carolina Hurricanes being the Colorado Avalanche. They lost to the Stars, and then they lost to the Golden Knights. Hurricanes have had a alright streak of games. I can't. My dogs just keep barking. Hold up. Sorry, I gotta do something real quick. Sorry about that. If you see my dogs in the background, just ignore them. Next up, the Hurricanes. I think they've had a pretty. They had a couple bad results this week. I probably put them. I still think the Hurricanes are a pretty good team. I'd probably say A tier for them. I'm not really too worried about them. I think they're gonna be fine. So I'm still putting them like A tier around. Next up, we got the Anaheim Ducks, who let's see, yeah, they beat the Boston Bruins. They lost to the Lightning, and they did beat the Panthers. Yeah, Ducks have been a pretty good team so far. I probably have to slime right in the B tier. They haven't really. They've been. There's been a good team. Nothing really much else to talk about with them. Next up, we got the Buffalo Sabres. So they did beat the Red Wings. They beat the they beat the Maple Leafs, and then they lost to the Maple Leafs in overtime, and then they lost to the Blue Jackets in overtime. So again, the Sabres, I probably put them. Again, I probably put them right in C tier, along with the Senators. They're like, I feel like both of them are just like equally average. Like both of them are like equally inconsistent. Like could have an argument for B tier. Actually, you know what? I'll put them B tier. I'll put them B tier because I think they didn't lose any games in regulation, but I think they're I think they've been a pretty decent team actually. So yeah, B tier. Next up, we got the Montreal Canadiens. See who they beat the Flames in overtime. They lost to the Oilers. They did beat the Canucks, and they did beat the Kraken. Outside of that game against Edmonton, which even that loss, they put up 5 goals. I mean, they've pretty much been like flawless. I mean, I think at this point you gotta put the Canadiens in S tier. They've looked like one of the best teams in the NHL. They really. I mean, they haven't like you can't really complain if you're a Canadiens fan, right? You cannot really complain about anything right now. It's looking incredible for them. Next up, we got to see Winnipeg Jets. So they got shut out by the Kraken. They did beat the Flames, lost to the Mammoth, and they beat the Wild. So yeah, inconsistent results there, like up and down. Again, the 2 losses were against good teams. The two wins were against pretty bad teams. I mean, they're beating teams they're supposed to. I think A tier for the Jets. Obviously, they're not S tier at the current moment. But yeah, the Jets comfortable A tier. Next up, we got the St. Louis Blues, who got destroyed by the Mammoth. Lost to the Red Wings. Lost to the Penguins, and then lost to the Red Wings again. So yeah, lost to the Red Wings twice. It's been they're on a big 5-game losing streak. D tier. Actually, they could have an argument for F tier. They could have a strong argument for F tier, but I think I'll probably just keep. Yeah, I'll actually want. Again, it's the same situation with the Blues as it is with the Rangers. If there was a tier between D and F tier, I'll probably put them there. I'll put them be a little bit generous. I'll say D tier, but again, there's arguments. Next up, we got is my Detroit Red Wings, who they lost to the Sabres. They got crushed by the Islanders. But then they beat the Blues back-to-back times. So yeah, I mean the first 2 games did not look good for them, but then obviously they did end up being the Blues. Again, I'd probably put the Red Wings A tier. Again, really outside of that Islanders game, really not much to complain about. If you're a Red Wings fan, seems like the Atlantic Division. I mean, the Canadians and the Red Wings look like the two best teams in that division right now, which never would have thought before the season. Next up, we got the Dallas Stars. See who they lost to the Kings. They did beat the Hurricanes, and then they beat the Predators, and then they beat the Capitals. So a little win streak there for the Stars. Put them right in the B tier, right along the same category as the Ducks. Actually, I'm moving back. I'm moving the Sabres back down to C tier because I think the Stars and the Ducks have both been better. But yeah, again, the Stars, like I said, not a win streak. It looks like they're hitting their form a little bit here. Seems like they're gonna be on a rise. Next up, we got is the Colorado Avalanche. Let's see, they obviously lost to the Hurricanes in a shootout, lost to the Bruins, lost to the Devils, and then they end up beating the Devils in Colorado. Despite losing 3 games in a row, Avalanche are still have one of the more, still have like top 5 in terms of points. Still gotta put them in A tier. Really, hey, they're still, still like towards the top of the league so far. So yeah, looking pretty good for them. Next up, we got the Tampa Bay Lightning. See, they lost to the Blackhawks, but then they beat the Ducks, they beat the Golden Knights, and then they beat the Predators. Also on a 3-game win streak. Seems like they're getting a little bit better. They're hitting a little bit of momentum. Probably put them C tier. They're just on a little bit of winning streak there. They're looking pretty good the past 3 games. So yeah, C tier. Next up, we got to see Philadelphia Flyers. They lost to the Senators. Then they beat the Islanders and the Penguins, both in a shootout. Flyers, they've played they've only played 9 games, which is definitely less compared to the other teams. But yeah, I probably have to put them B tier. Again, they haven't looked that great on the road, but their home form has been pretty good. And they're 5 wins in 9 games, not too shabby. So yeah, B tier. Next up, we got to see Florida Panthers. They lost to the Penguins. They did shut out the Golden Knights, but then they lost to the Ducks in the shootout. Shutting out the Golden Knights is pretty impressive. I'll probably say B tier. Again, they have been also inconsistent. But yeah, I think really. I'm still not too worried about them. I think they're gonna figure it out at some point. But yeah, it's just been a little bit of a struggle for them. Not too worrisome now. Next up, we got the Boston Bruins. We lost to the Ducks. They did beat the Avalanche. They got crushed by the Senators, but then they beat the Islanders. So you had inconsistent results for the Bruins. They played 1 or 2 more games than most of the teams in the Atlantic Division, and they have the same amount of points as the Lightning and Sabres. So you probably have to put them in D tier. They've also not had the best of starts this season as well. Next up, we got the New Jersey Devils. They beat the Wild. They did beat the Sharks. They beat the Avalanche all at home, and then they obviously got obliterated by the Avalanche. But they did win. They did win the game against the Avalanche in New Jersey. Again, the Devils probably have to put them still in S tier though, despite the loss yesterday. They still look like one of the best teams in the NHL so far. Yeah, before this they were on like a 6-game win streak. So, or actually might have been on a longer win streak than. Actually, no, they were on an 8-game win streak, weren't they? Yeah, they were on an 8-game win streak. So yeah, again, like one loss is not gonna really do much to them. Next up, we got the Pittsburgh Penguins. Yeah, beat the Panthers. They lost to the Blue Jackets. They beat the Blues, and then they lost in the shootout to the Flyers. Penguins, they've been a little bit of a surprise team, in a good way, obviously. Unlike the next team we're gonna talk about. Again, I'd probably still put them A tier. They have 7 wins in 11 games, and 2 of their 4 losses came in overtime, which means they still get a point. It's a bunch of good results for Pittsburgh. Again, like a little bit of a surprise start the season. A little bit of a surprise team, like 1/8 through of the season. Let's see. Next up, we got the Wild. See, they lost to the Devils, they lost to the Mammoth, they lost to the Sharks, and then lost to the Jets. So yeah, they're on a big little 4-game losing streak here. Wild gotta be in D tier. I mean, losing to the Sharks really doesn't really do you much favors. But being on a 4-game losing streak, it's not a good look for the Wild. They were expected to be a really strong team. But yeah, it's just not been the best. It's not been that good for them. Next up, we got is the San Jose Sharks. Let's see, they beat the Rangers. Oh yeah, the Rangers also lost to the Sharks as well. That's crazy. They lost to the Devils. They did beat the Wild, and then they lost to the Kings. Sharks. They did get a couple wins, which I will give them credit for. But again, they're still F tier. They're still until they really get out of the bottom tier teams. Until they get until they rip off like 3 wins in a row or something, I'm not moving them out of F tier. They're just still not a good. They're still a horrendous team outside of Celebrini. So, yeah. Next up, we got the Washington Capitals. So yeah, they beat the Blue Jackets, got crushed by the Senators, and then got shut out by the Stars. It's been very above average again for the Caps. Right in there in B tier. Again, really, it's just been a very above average. Nothing too elite, but nothing too garbage either. So yeah, I think that seems all fair for the Caps. Next up, we got the Calgary Flames. I know they did beat the Rangers. Yeah, they lost to the Canadiens, lost to the Jets, beat the Rangers, and lost to the Maple Leafs. Again, the Flames still got to be F tier. They have the least amount of points in the NHL. They have less points than the Sharks, which I don't know how you even do that. I'm putting the Blues in F tier actually. I'm putting the Blues in F tier. But very front of F tier. Anyway, back to the Flames. Yeah, they still have the least amount of points in the NHL. So I mean, yeah, kind of have to put them in F tier. Next up, we got the Kraken, who beat the Jets, beat the Oilers, and obviously lost to the Canadiens in overtime. Yeah, it's been a good run of games for Seattle. Probably put them. Yeah, I think B tier is fine for them. They could could be an argument for A tier. Yeah, sorry about that once again. Anyway, where we at? Oh yeah, we're talking about the Kraken, right? Okay. Yeah, again, the Kraken have had a good run in the games. There's I think they're second in the division. Yeah, really nothing much wrong. I think B tier fits right in. Next up, we got is the New York Islanders. See, they did destroy the Red Wings. They lost the shootout to the Flyers, and then they got crushed by the Bruins. Islanders, C tier or D tier? I mean, that they did put up 7 goals against the Red Wings. I'll give them the benefit of the doubt. I'll put them C tier. But yeah, I know they're last place in the division, but I mean they played 2 less games than the Rangers and the Blue Jackets as well. So yeah, C tier, fair enough. Next up, we got the Edmonton Oilers, who beat the Canadiens, lost to Kraken, lost to Canucks, and then they beat the Mammoth. So yeah, again, very like they beat teams like the Canadiens and Mammoth, but then they lost to the Kraken and the Canucks. So again, like just very inconsistent for the Oilers. I'll probably put them back of B tier, but like again, very very close to C tier, very close to C tier for them because again the inconsistent results once again. But yeah. Next up, we got the Nashville Predators. We beat the Canucks, beat the Kings, lost to the Stars, lost to the Lightning. So yeah, they split 4 games past week. Again, the Predators, the Nashville Predators, they've been very average. C tier, just fits right along in that little category there. They're just an average team. Really, not much else to say about them. I think most people would probably say that as well. Yeah, next thing we got is the Toronto Maple Leafs, who obviously lost to the Sabres, but then beat the Sabres. And they lost the Sabres in Buffalo. They then beat the Sabres in Toronto, and they beat the Calgary Flames. I mean, explain what the Sabres. That's I mean, obviously beating the Flames. Everyone should be beating the Flames at this point. Again, Maple Leafs B tier. I know a lot of teams right now in B tier, but again, that's just. I think I said this last time. I think I said this last week as well. A lot of these NHL teams this year are just above average. Seems like at least they're playing above average. But yeah, once again, the Maple Leafs just slide right in there. Next team we got is the Vancouver Canucks, who lost to the Predators, lost to the Canadiens, beat the Oilers, and then got shut out by the Rangers. So yeah, I mean Canucks also just playing very average to below average. I'd probably say probably C tier. Again, argument for D tier. Around. But yeah, the Canucks just been inconsistent. Like you beat the Oilers, but then you lose to the Rangers. Just a little bit more consistency for the Canucks, and then they may go up. Next up, we got is the Utah Mammoth. Let's see, they beat the Blues, beat the Wild, beat the Jets, but then they lost to the Edmonton Oilers. But yeah, pulling off 3 straight road wins. Again, I think the Mammoth, you got to put in S tier for now. You got to put them in S tier. Obviously, I know they lost to the Oilers yesterday. But that's after putting up like 16. They put up 19 goals in 4 games. I mean, they're putting up a lot of goals. So yeah, I mean S tier, also top of the division as well. See, again, really can't go really wrong there. See, 4 teams to go. Next up, we got the Chicago Blackhawks. Yeah, beat the Lightning, lost to the Kings, and then beat the Senators. Again, Blackhawks have also been a little bit of a surprise team. They're not complete garbage. Again, probably put them right in B tier. Above average. Again, I thought they would probably be sticking in like the D or F tier at this point of the season, but again, they're playing good. They're playing good hockey. I give them credit. They're playing good hockey. See, again, like B tier, makes perfect sense. Next team we got is the Vegas Golden Knights. See, they lost to the Panthers, lost to Lightning, but then they did beat the Hurricanes again. And a little bit of a tough stretch of games there. I mean, getting at least a win in those 3 games, definitely pretty good. They're still top of the division. Again, probably sticking in S tier. They were in S tier last week as well. But yeah, you probably stick them. You probably just stay. They have got to stay in S tier. They still are probably one of the best teams in the NHL still. But yeah, next team we got is the so you got two more teams to go. The second to last team we got is the Los Angeles Kings, who beat the Stars, lost to the Predators, beat the Blackhawks, and then they beat the Sharks. So yeah, 3 wins and 4. Seems like the Kings are also picking up a little bit of steam here. But yeah, I B tier like once again. Again, pretty much like most of these teams in B tier, just good, not horrible, not top tier though. Yeah. And our last team we got is the Columbus Blue Jackets. So yeah, they got destroyed by the Capitals, but then they did beat the Penguins and the Sabres, both in one in shootout, one in overtime. Blue Jackets, it's between B and C tier for me. I probably put them C tier, but it's like they're very much like right there at B tier. They're like about as close to B tier without being in B tier as they possibly could. But I think we really have a lot of teams in B tier, so I think we probably just have to. Just compared to against our team, I think they're just not as good. So yeah, that is my NHL power rankings. So yeah, we're gonna rearrange them. F tier, I think this is fine. Flames as the worst team. Yeah, nothing wrong with that. And then D tier, I'd probably say Wild, probably there. You know what? Actually, I'm putting the Islanders in D tier. I'm putting Islanders D tier, but they're gonna be front of D tier though. Yeah, Rangers there, Bruins, Islanders. Yeah. And C tier, probably go Canucks and Predators towards like the back of C tier. I'd probably say Blue Jackets probably the first team in C tier. Then Lightning. Probably put Sabres ahead of the Senators. And in terms of this whole bundle of teams in B tier, I'd probably go. Geez, we just have a lot. We have a lot of teams here in B tier. I don't know how I'm gonna be able to rearrange him. I'd probably say I'm actually gonna say Panthers towards the back of B tier, then probably go Kings. Yeah, Blackhawks. I'd probably say Kraken, I think, is probably the first team there, and actually, I might move the Kings up a little bit. Actually, maybe drop the Oilers down a little bit, like there. Flyers go there. Maybe then the Caps. Then I think probably the Ducks and the Kings. Then Blackhawks. Yeah, I think I like that for B tier. And in terms of A tier, I probably would go Penguins front of A, and then Avalanche. Yeah, then probably the Red Wings. Then probably go Jets and Hurricanes. And in terms of the top four, I think probably the Devils gotta go number one. I probably like Vegas there. Between the Canadians and the Mammoth, I probably go slightly favor the Mammoth, but it's pretty much it's pretty close there. So yeah, there you go. That's my official NHL power ranking slash tier list. Gonna be doing NBA first NBA one tomorrow. Just a little heads up there. Wow, this was very short actually. Oh, it's all good. All right, so that's gonna be the end of the stream. So we talked the World Series, we talked MLS a little bit, we talked NBA, we talked NHL, then we did NHL tier list / power rankings. So yeah, follow me on all socials, subscribe to the YouTube, follow me on TikTok and Instagram, follow me on Twitch. Hope you all have a great rest of your day, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. See you.